to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to pop the draw. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Kick is in the air. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Makes the grab. It's Salter. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tigers run to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the run. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hicks. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. makes the catch. It's Salter. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back to pass on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. He'll keep it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bulldog. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Boise State was able to come away with the win as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Hale. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. He stopped just short of the goal line and the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead in 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They booted away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick step and go. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. This time he's got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. Hits the open man. Touchdown Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it on the outside, it's Moncrief. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Moncrief. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he grabs it at the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play. gain at the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up.
And the returner goes down. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back has it. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Hicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They go to the ground. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Moncrief. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they swarm him under. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the tight end. That should be the final play of the first half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
First down here for the offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Thrust that arm out. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The hand to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on it coming. They're trailing by just 2 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding.
The return is tackled down at the 42, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The give out of the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Mississippi State, 21.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The give on the option. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The sure hands. It's Hale. At the 40. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
21.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grab behind the line. It's Marino. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Salter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marino. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is in the air. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fakes to grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Moncrief. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hicks. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Marino. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Under fire. Lets it fly on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to barge in. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.